Thank you very much. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, women and youths of this great republic. Today, the 29th of June, 2026, I thought I should address some pertinent issues that are happening in the country during this period and the time of elections. First of all, allow me to state this, that I'm coming live from Mafinga South constituency, to be specific, in Miombe. That's where we have been campaigning. We've been on the ground with very important to us, the people of Mafinga South constituency, working in collaboration with our partners, and in this case the UPND, and that's why I have been compelled to make sure that I make one or two statements regarding the same situation. So, to start with, the campaigns are going on very well and very peaceful. because we're peaceful people. The people of Mafinga, in general, do not need violence at all. It is a very peaceful district, and with new 2 constituencies, north and south of Mafinga, respectively. I have been compelled to react to some insinuations that are coming from the Tonse and the so-called Umozi. I don't know whether it's these other political parties. I might not even know their names, whether it's PNR or whatever it is called. Yes, we have been seeing that they have been campaigning from the time they started their launch in Kitwe, and we have seen them hitting the ground, traversing the country in some provinces, and there were celebrations that they were celebrating prematurely rather, that their ground is favoring them. Not until yesterday, I think the country witnessed what we call a serious mammoth. When we talk about the mammoth, I want to give kudos to the UPND National Management Team and the campaign managers that are managing the citators to make sure that they are that successful rally yesterday, which was the launch. Kudos to His Excellency the President for delivering a very resounding policies, very resounding things that the government, that it has done since 2021 when they were elected into office. Also, to the supporters that turned up in numbers to go and drum up support for the launch. And I think that gave them headaches. The opposition had a lot of headaches. I might not know, they might have had even diarrhea in the night. Sorry, I'm trying to be a little bit hard because I think I've been traumatized enough. I think they have attacked me so much personally. They've been attacking my integrity. They've been attacking my persona. They've been attacking my well-being and my rights that have been infringed by the so-called in the name of opposition. First of all, I want to address my young brother Binwell Mpundu. Binwell, you are not my match. I'm not at your level. I'm way beyond your level, my brother. I'm way beyond your levels. And this hatred that you have, you think your behavior in parliament, you stopped representing the people of Nkana. Instead, you went for the fights with people and with the systems. It does not pay anything at all. First, yes, I appreciate. And I've never, in my entire life, I've never attacked Honorable Brian Mundubile because it's not my nature of attacking people. But this I'll be compelled to attack them. First and foremost, who is Honorable Brian Mundubile? He's a coward, a very serious coward. When he was leader of opposition, he had no control. Everything was being controlled in 3rd Street. When I mean 3rd Street, that was when, before the late president was still alive. Everything was being controlled from there. He had no control as leader of opposition. And you might have forgotten that 2 weeks before I took over as leader of opposition, Honorable Brian Mundubile and Honorable Kampiengo, they would have been removed as the leader of opposition and the whip, respectively, of the House. Because of the orchestration that were being orchestrated and being controlled by the likes of Venerafo Nakachinda and Makeb Zuru himself. Neither Makebi Zulu is of politically my level. No ways. They can't. So first, I have seen where people are insinuating that, number one, using their surrogates and social media to state that no, the so-called lawyer has obtained a warrant of arrest to arrest me in South Africa. For what? What has it got to do? The film has got nothing to do with me. I have more responsibilities on my family as opposed to other family programs that I should be involved in. And for your information, some of these people, they are going to South Africa now, and it has become like it's an opportunity. I've been traversing and I've been going to South Africa for over 30 years. So can't you come and tell me to say I've started going to South Africa because of the funeral? Because of you guys, some of you have been exposed now to South Africa now. And some of you because of the time of the PF. PF only came in 2011. Some of you are not even traveling. And they want to come and compare yourself to myself, who has been there before. Really? So I want to make this statement very clear that, as I indicated just through my post a few days ago, and I've put up the lawyers, the team of lawyers who are studying the matter, and the law enforcement agencies, to make sure that these people that are insinuating otherwise and creating a situation about me and negativity, we shall meet in court. We shall meet in court. And some of you, you shall be found wanting, and don't cry when the law visits you. Because we are working in the cyberspace. We are living in the cyberspace. And I want to just thank actually the previous parliament, which was the 13th, the National Assembly, which I was part and parcel of, for enacting the laws such as the cybercrime, because innocent citizens have been victimized, innocent victims have been abused by the usage of social media. Now, I want to make another statement where also Binwell Know, in the name of being overzealous, working in the, I don't know what position he is in Mundubile's team, whether it's the presidential affairs, whatever it's called, trying to insinuate that I have organized the thugs in Muchinga province. First of all, they had a trip that they were supposed to come to Mafinga from Chama. I don't know whether ever they were supposed to split themselves into. And what do? First, number one, they have got weaker candidates in Mafinga, especially Mafinga South where I am. They have got weaker candidates that are no match, both on parliamentary and presidential. Number two, they don't have even the message for the Zambian people. In Mafinga, when they are talking about the reserves, the 6.5 billion reserves, in Mafinga, you can't bring such kind of a topic because no one will understand it. Our people here are just interested in, one, have they received the fertilizer? Yes. Have they received the social cash transfer? Yes. Have they received the free education? Yes. Have they received the feeding program in schools? Yes. Have they been bought maize by FRA? Yes. Do they have medicines in the hospitals and health centers? Yes. Do they have ambulances for emergencies? Yes. Do they have the school desks in their schools? Yes. This is what President Hakainde Hichilema has done in Mafinga. And that's the language they want to hear. They want to hear continuity. And you are talking change. Here you come and talk change. People will be looking at you as if you are mad. I want to be honest with you. So I'm sure there are people who are here, they have told them, first and foremost, they don't even have people. Secondly, they can't even mobilize. And there's one to insinuate. But now I want to warn Binwell Know that one, to trying to accuse me that you have failed, that I have organized the thugs to attack Honorable Mundubile. For what? Who is Mundubile? For what? He's just a coward character. You are just bunches of cowards in your team. Don't risk my lives and of my family. Don't risk my life personally. And I want to tell the Zambian people, these guys are trying to use propaganda in order to win, one, the sponsors, the financiers who are financing them. Now I want to advise you financiers. These guys are cowards. They're just trying to use my name that they are failing to mobilize the people, because I'm not a thug. I'm coming from a very well organized home. I have very organized children. Very organized family. Where I'm coming from, that's the family I run. I don't run my home in a thuggish way. Because of the propaganda that you are using, that's what made us lose 2021. And want to use the same formula that you can win an election in 2026. My brothers and sisters, this year's elections, it's very tactical. It's not about propaganda. It's a very tactical. It's issue-based. What are you telling the people? You need to have the proper manifesto. Not these manifestos that you are trying to do. Using the people to say, no, Chabinga has stopped us from campaigning in Muchinga. He has organized thugs. You need to tell me which thugs, Binwell, and your team. Soon, we shall meet in court. You tell me which thugs. Because it's very clear. He who alleges must prove. And you have to prove. Because this is very, very bad. If Binwell ngabari kuberesha abantu bale kulekelela bale kutashani, we are touching a wrong button, young man. Muchari mikalipa from the time wali wa DC. Chari mikalipa mwanakwati, you want to continue the same behaviors. Parliament Mwaisa, you are thinking that you are the greatest. You are thinking you are Mwafrika Parich. You overrate yourselves when you are nothing. You are just small little more boys, small little men. To compare me and Makebi, compare me and Mundubile. I don't deal with cowards. Me, I deal with real men. And the real men, the likes of HH, those are men. I know my advisors, my supporters, you always react to say, leave them. But this is too much. Gentlemen, just sell your manifesto. Don't use Chabinga. Get the money. And we know you received a little bit of cash, which you are busy fighting. Because you are failing to share. Put your house in order. Don't put Chabinga into those issues. If you are afraid to mobilize in Muchinga because you have weak candidates, it's not my problem. And moreover, you even use people going in further to say I've organized the criminals from Malawi that have wanted to come to you. From this, I'm reporting you to the police. Officially. I want to complain so that you tell me which thugs I've brought into the country. You tell me which thugs I've brought into Muchinga province. You tell me even where those thugs are being kept. Don't dent up my reputation. I've lived life properly, very organized, not of what you think. I've told this country, if I was a thug, I would have not been in a court fighting for the PF wrangles that we had. I would have created serious acrimony, not of what you think. But I resolved to go to court because I believe in the rule of law. So please, I want to advise you and I want to warn you. Here in Mafinga, they are confused. How do you have candidates? One is is campaigning for Mundubile. The other one say I belong to Makebi Zulu's party. The other one is saying Lamp. The other one is saying Ichola. People are being confused. Is it me? How does Chabinga come into that nonsense? We need peaceful elections before, during, and after. Even here where we're in Mafinga, people wanted to attack me. I was a victim of circumstances. People are writing about me because you thought that is the only way you can win elections. Binwell Mundubile. Mundubile, if I were you, I would fire Binwell today because you have a wrong chap to be the presidential advisor and whatever it goes. But anyway, it depends on who is the appointee. If you have a chap like Binwell, it shows the level of who the appointees also levels of thinking are. So, let's go on the campaign on the ground and tell the people the manifesto. Tell the nation. Some of you, people have asked you on how you failed to do roads and you collected money. Was Chabinga there? Was Chabinga there? Chabinga was not there. Was I part of that? Was I a minister? The answer is no. Some of them that you are saying they have failed to come to, I know they are being attacked with my finger. Me, if somebody was a provincial minister and he failed a constituency in the province where I was provincial minister, he lost badly, and today wants to be that is a running mate. Come on, really? Are those the people that you wanted to compare me with? I knew you were trying to provoke me by Binwell. Now so-called some girl, some lady who is in the UK. They wake up in the morning, they have to be on social media to talk about Chabinga. Alen salanda yami katamwenda pali Chabinga. Fwaini fienda na muombe. No mafiro kukampena, don't talk about Chabinga. Say your manifesto properly. Your colleagues, the president was selling the manifesto. And he is not just selling the manifesto. The things that has done, they are seen. Number one, debt restructuring. Kwenyu. Number two, GDP. GDP from minus 2.8 to 6 plus. Inflation rate from 23 to 6.5. 23% to 6.5. Dollar vis-a-vis the kwacha. Kwacha very strong. Ile umfwa wino. We're able to see the mines were threatening to close. Bopan was going. First Quantum was going. Now they are back in the Champions League and they are producing the mines. And no mine has lost any jobs. KCM, we are almost losing 13,500 employees. They are still there. Free education, desks, including feeding program. Those are the things that must be talking about. Counter. Can you counter? President HH and his team, they are countering. They are in the like if it's the football, they are in the 18-yard box. You need defenders to start defending. Defend so that you start picking up. Now you are just busy Chabinga this, HH this, nobody, everybody may be, and you can see people are calling us that we are bunches of thieves, and you are bunches of that. You are bunches of that. And I hope in your team you have people who are praying and having prayers, because you cannot be using the dead that we shall win the election. There is no such. If somebody is dead, is dead. There is nothing to say, no, the dead will come and help us spiritually. Where? Nothing. People have no interest. They have no interest in the spirits. People believe in what they are eating. No one eats the spirit. Nothing. No one eats the spirit. People believes in the actual issues. And I would like to commend President Hakainde Hichilema, our president, our presidential candidate, for creating a very good environment for the opposition. We have not seen any tear gases anywhere in the country where that opposition has been blocked from campaigning, except where they want to do with impunity to create acrimony. There must be order. Every country has orders. And I would like to commend the police. The police are doing a good job so far. Very good. Because you have not produced tear gases anywhere. And you are just following the law. But people want to be using it with impunity. So these aspects, and I don't even know whether you are planning, because you are moving as a punch. You don't. The running mate must be going in the other direction. The president must be going in the other direction so that you can do it. And you are busy telling some people, and I've seen some friends from abroad who are telling me that, you know, between President HH and the opposition is 50-50. Which 50-50? Ask us who on the ground. Which 50-50? Well, no, people have not put candidates in 75 constituencies. 75. And if you add those constituencies, if you add the total, it's over 2 million votes. Already you have zero in those areas. You think the spirit will campaign? You think the spirit will campaign? We need to continue on the trajectory of peace, peaceful campaigns, and I would like to urge the youths of this country that don't be used by angry politicians, those politicians who are power angry. Don't be used as stone throwers, because I want to tell you where we're coming from. The team of Binwell, they like using propaganda, and that propaganda, they'll get materials and they put their own cadres, and they should be perceived as if the UPND who are creating problems. I want to advise the UPND youths throughout the country, through my able brother, this Swaniso, that please tell your youths to be on alert. Because some of the people, these guys are good at propaganda, they might get t-shirts and use the same t-shirts and jitenge, and they create that UPND, they are creating problems. Because that is where they are coming from. That is the game they know best. Allah, mulelusa fye bwino. Mulelusa fye bwino. So just tell your people to be selling the manifesto. Even here where I am in Mafinga, here in Mafinga South, there's no manifesto by your candidates, and how can you win? There's no manifesto. The manifesto is Chabinga. Elo tamulala Chabinga. You wake up Chabinga. You sleep Chabinga. You are eating Chabinga. You are drinking Chabinga. Mwe kuna itikirapu Chabinga. Mulenda museuna mufulana Chabinga. Let me take it. Yes, Chabs is not a small team. It's not a small company. Chabs International. These are real teams, cool, calm, and collected. That's how we operate. We don't operate on the levels of every time you have to every time so you must behave. Don't risk my life that I should be attacked. Don't risk the life of my children. Don't risk the life of my family. Mulantumina phone mwanjiba directly. Binwell, you have my number. You can call me and tell me the reality. Not to come on social media. Mrefu amiyasuke. Ero ngana ningira kubetyo tinapanga kawere ina kali serious not to were mrefu kula panga tino. I've organized. I've told you. Alandekeni fene mwana wabe ne mulanda wine. I don't want to have problems with people. So I thought I should make this statement to be very clear that at no point where I, Robert Chabinga, UPND candidate for Mafinga South, have instigated violence in Muchinga province. Not even a single day. Not at any time. I always think of planning of how we shall win, how we shall deliver for the president's vote, for myself as a candidate landslide, the council chair, and my 5 councillors. My 5 councillors in this constituency. That is our interest. To the people of Mafinga, I love you so much. I just want to assure you that we shall maintain peaceful elections without violence, because here you believe in peace, and we shall do as that, and we shall run our politics based on Christ's principles. Christ's principles. Because I believe in God. Because I'm coming from the house where we believe in prayer. Not fake prayers with hypocrisy. Not at all. Real prayers. I thank you.